Right, listen up, people. If you are under the age of 13, please leave, thank you. Just to let yous know, there's a ton of swearing in this video, so listener beware. Fancied a wee bit of a distraction tonight, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. Let's review Doom Eternal. Yes. I'm going to put another wee warning out there. Right now, in fact. I'm going to be spoiling this game like nobody's business because I recently finished it. And I'm going to show you the whole intro. So skip ahead a couple of minutes if you don't want to see it, right? Good.
Casualties range in the billions.
We must pray now, brothers. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They fear the mark of the beast.
Doom's one of the games that's been around since time began, or that's how it feels at this point in my life because I'm getting old, right? This has been a landmark moment. I've seen the greatest video game of all time being born in 1993 to grow past its initial roots, shall we say. Then for it to go through a transitionary period and die off. Then for that project to be restarted multiple times and to be rebooted into what we've got now. From 2016 to 2020, Doom is the pinnacle of video game design for me when it comes to visuals, addictiveness, soundtrack, atmosphere, everything. It went through a greatest hits period back in the 90s with the PS1 and N64 versions of the game. They redone all the sound effects. Aubrey Hodges provided what was to be a sensationally scary, frightening and atmospheric soundtrack to that game. And it all culminates today, folks. Doom is my all-time favourite game. And I'm going to walk you through why I loved this game and what problems I had with it. Because let's be honest with ourselves now. There's no such thing as a perfect game, but see this one right here? Very, very close to perfection. So Mr. Doomslayer Man is back, or if you prefer to call him Doom Guy, or Doom Marine. In fact, he has those three names going for him now. Now, there are lore expansions within this game. I'll not spoil those, mostly because I didn't record any of that shite, so you're going to have to find out on your own. And I think that's how it should be anyway. There's one thing showing the intro, but showing the story throughout the game, I'm going to just really keep that to a minimum. There will be bits from the trailers that we've seen floating about that I'll add in as well. Wee cutscene moments for the trailers, things like that. Nothing that's not fresh, new, and it will be mostly spoiler free, but I can't keep everything, you know, under wraps. I wouldn't want to, no everything. But mostly, well, what you'll see in here today is stuff you've already seen. Right, anyway. So this game was delayed back in 2019 for about 5 months, and I was like, fucking what? Must have been about 2 or 3 weeks for the release. Oh, we're delaying the game until the 20th of March 2020. I was like, yeah, fucking bastard, I was this close, I bought here. Boom, right back it goes. It just shows you how things can go wrong in development, and that's just the way it is. And I'm glad they did do that, because it's a very polished experience. Not to say there's no bugs, of course there's fucking bugs. I mean, look at the quality of what you're getting here, right? You're going to get bugs, cockroaches, fireflies, all that shit. But they're kept to a minimum, and the ones that do appear don't appear very often. I will say one thing about the game though, it is incredibly hard. I mean, from Doom 2016 I can play that almost to completion on ultra violence, no bother. But this one, I'm playing on easy. Here we go, here comes the gatekeeping. What the fuck do you mean you're playing it on easy? Look, I struggled like fuck. Up to about 3/4 of the way through this game I just went, you know what? That's enough. I play games to enjoy myself, not to fucking break my own sanity. If I want to do that, I'll do overtime at work. No, I do this for fun. So down the difficulty went, and I started having fun. I still got my arse kicked a few times as well. I was like, oh, what's sake. I'm like, imagine this bit in ultra violence. Mate, you look at you and you drop dead. Hey, fucking archviles and all, they're back. Oh, there's more than you actually think, and they'll just appear, but sometimes it'll be like, you'll see these wee guys glowing red, and they'll be like, is that an archvile? No, it's just a totem doing the same job as a fucking archvile. It's not even bad enough that you've got these machines and monsters that can bring back other machines and monsters. You've got to have these totems that do the same thing. Fuck off, bastards. So the forces of hell have invaded Earth. Now thematically this is just a remake of Doom 2, right? Okay, good, we've got that out of the way. So you're going to see some familiar faces from beginning to end. Familiar from Doom 2016 and familiar from Doom 2. And you'll get wee collectibles like you got in Doom 16, 20 of. They all came in the shape of like, various colours of Doom Guy. Now these ones come in all shapes and sizes, from floppy disks holding cheat codes to vinyl records holding songs, the MIDI files as well. I don't know if it's got any other than that, I only listen to the one, right? Plus you'll get your wee figurines dotted about, and I've already heard complaint, why is there wee figurines and collectibles in Doom? This is supposed to be like Doom from 1993. Well, fuck's sake, I mean, people exhaust me, do you know that? Because these cunts are never fucking happy. I mean, never happy. I'm happy. I enjoyed myself, I enjoyed the hell out of this game, and I even went back. You might be wondering, how come you've got the rocket launcher at the start of the game? Well, I'm going to tell you, because I finished the game, collected all this shit, upgraded myself past fucking godhood, and I thought, you know what, I want a wee bit of footage from the start of the game, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to load it up again, get some footage from the early levels, level 1 and 2, and then we'll go from there, because the most footage I've got is from much later on in the game. Okay, I'm leaving the middle bit untainted, or trying to. Fuck's sake. Fucking be happy for once in your fucking fuck's sake. I really sincerely hope that nobody understood a fucking syllable or songable of that. But aye, back to this masterpiece. Yeah. Now it feels familiar comparing it to 2016, Doom 2016, but it also feels very different. It's a lot more fluid. I didn't think that was possible. It's got a different weight to it, and it kind of feels, it's weird. It's like, it's got a different look, got a different weight. The graphics are much nicer, much more detailed. The combat flows a hell of a lot faster. My god, that difficulty. And the difficulty, it's like Dark Souls. I don't know why every game has to mimic Dark Souls in its difficulty. At least it comes with different options, so it's fine. It has to play like Dark Souls, it plays like Doom, fuck's sake. But the rules apply from the last. When you stand still, you're going to get murdered. 2 seconds into it. Don't stand still, move, jump, dash, you know what I mean? Do all that. And they'll throw some big enemies at you really fucking quite early on. Second level sees your Arachnotron turn up. I was like, what the fuck is this? An Arachnotron! At the beginning of the game! You imagine that in an entry in Doom, and fuck Doom Cyber Demon, you're like, yeah, fucking bastard. He does make a return, but he's nowhere near as dangerous as he was in the previous game, but the only time you really fought in the previous game was a boss fight. This one's not a boss fight. This one behaves a lot more like a bog standard enemy that can still fuck you up, and he's still gigantic. But he looks like the Cyberdemon from the old games rather than the new games. Where does Doom 3 fit in? Who knows? You get faceplate, you get all kinds of fucking customizable things. And I'm not just talking about like your Praetor suit upgrades, your armor upgrades, your fucking weapon upgrades. I'm talking fucking like the screen. You can change what fucking throne you're standing on. I've got like the demonic Slayer skin because I pre-ordered the game, which came with Doom 64 as well. I've done a video on Doom 64. I'm not doing another one. But it's mental. It's like you can go through all your different skins for your weapons. The Doom guy, demons, you can have a look at them. There's codex entries. Now they used to appear as like wee PDAs in Doom 2016. Now they're like burning pages from hell itself, and you pick that up and you get information. Which also is good to read them because it can show you the weaknesses of certain enemies, what weapons work better. Like you've got your machine gun. Don't use it in a Cacodemon. Fucking hopeless. Use your shotgun, specifically sticky bombs, because the stupid bastards will swallow them and put them into an instant stagger, and you're like, it's out with your eye, you prick. And they're fucking lethal and all. I couldn't believe it. Just like, oh fuck you, boom, dead. I was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking took a big chunk at me. I was dead in 2 seconds. Fucking flat. Put it on easy mode. That's what I did because I had to. Not only am I getting old, but I'm not feeling too well these days because, well, enough of that pish. Mick Gordon returns to do the soundtrack as he did with Doom 2016, and oh my god, it's so good. It's even more violent than the last one. I just can't wait for the CD to come out, and I'm going to grab that CD and I'm going to play it. And I'm going to play it again because it's fucking great. So the soundtrack, basically what you expect. Some of the bigger things that I like in this, bigger changes, would be the damage to the monsters. I mean, you rip them a fucking part. The Baron of Hell's changed quite a bit. The Hell Knight seems a little less dangerous than it was before. That's alright, they've changed his look a wee bit and all, but that's cool. I knew who it was. Glory Kills make a return. Everything like that, everything you can expect. It's just all dialed up to 11, folks, and the game's longer. The set's about double. I didn't really take any notice of how long I was playing it for, but it was a while. It was a few days. Died a lot though in the process. Other big changes. Platforming. Now this is a contentious point, even for me. Comes to platforming and first person type games, I wasn't a big fan. That's because the engines were shite. I remember Half-Life did that back in the day. What a mistake. Fucking hopeless. This is great. It's hard, it's tense. You're never really gonna get a moment in this game to catch your breath unless you just kill everything and just stand there and go, Jesus, that was something. Then you're like, I need to do platforming now, and that can also be something. And then there'll be like bits where you're platforming and getting shot at, and you're like, oh god. That is an endurance test, this game. Fuck. Go get it. I mean, Jesus. I'm going to rattle on about this. I'm going to be playing this game for fucking years to come. This is like another Doom. Well, it is another Doom. That sounds kind of stupid now, that way I put it, isn't it? But it's like, it's another addictive fucking demonic shooter. Architecture's great. Actually, a lot of the architecture in some of the levels reminds me of Darksiders. And I'm wondering, is it worth them even redoing the original Quake? Because this is pretty much what that is. Right, downsides. Some downsides, I'll do some downsides. Downsides are the difficulty, which I've already mentioned, so I'll not talk about it anymore. Other downsides being, I'm not that great at platforming. So, it is good, but it can be annoying at times. You're like, fuck sake. The boss battles can be a wee bit annoying as well. I'm not a big fan of traditional boss battles, but their energy bars and like, it's a bit, I don't know, passe. They're just annoying. They're not terrible. There's bits of them you're like, fucking annoying. Your gore nests are now optional, in which you'll find them and you have to destroy demons that it spawns within a certain amount of time. I got a Marauder in one of the last ones and I was like, fuck this, I'm off. I'm not doing this, can't be bothered. The Marauders are a pain in the hole. Probably the new enemy I don't like the most is the Marauder. Nah, I'm not a fan. They're a cheap pain in the arse. They're fucking fast as lightning. They've got a shield that can deflect every attack you throw at it. There's a very specific signalled attack they'll do where their axe will glow green and they'll lunge towards you. That's the only time you can damage them. Plus they'll summon a fiery spectral wolf, and if it bites you it slows you down. Like, are you fucking serious? I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was just one, but you fight multiple ones throughout the entire campaign. Well, halfway through the game and then onwards. He shows up as like a boss. I'm like, I'm pure fucking, I know what you're all about, Doomslayer, I'm going to open your eyes and all. What way, your axe, you prick? See, if you want to convince somebody or something, you don't attack them, you talk to them. Plus, I think this is basically like, I had this idea that what if they did like a Dark Slayer, like Doom guy gets killed and possessed, and you're like having to start the third game as an up and coming Sentinel, Doomslayer type guy. But they've kind of done that with the Marauder, because that's exactly what the Marauder is. He's just another Sentinel like yourself, only he's went bad. Aye. So in conclusion, this game is out for PS4, Xbox One and PC. There is a Switch version in the works, but I wonder what that's going to fucking look like. This game looks sensational. The Switch is going to struggle. It's going to struggle, they're going to have to strip it back. I wouldn't be surprised if the levels are stripped back. So in between levels you can fuck about in your Fortress of Doom. You've got like, is it like a demonicry or whatever it is, a murder fucking place. You can go and battle the demons you've slain to practice to see what you need to do. I didn't really do all that. It's a mission in the game, but it's over in moments, and you need these Sentinel batteries to upgrade and expand your fortress. But it's fucking cool. You're going to see some familiar faces, you're going to see some new faces, you're going to have chills and spills and thrills and rills and hills and mills and dills, and you're going to go, fuck's sake, and it's going to be over, and you're going to go, I want to do all that again right away. And I think that's the mark of a truly great game, is when you want to go right back in seconds after finishing it, because you kind of think of what else to do. Right, I want to thank everybody for watching this, and for listening to me ramble away like a fucking tube. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.